talk for you. Part 2. Got a live audience. Thank you for coming. Okay, so we're going to start with a question, which I'm going to chime in because I'm a part of this question, and this is very deep to me. Okay, how do you feel about women taking men to child support? We'll start with the men. Here you go, Birdie.
You want to start with me?
Take it over, Birdie.
Yes.
Take it over.
How about men that get girls on child support? You can do that too?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
All right. First of all, I just want to know how many of y'all have kids? Oh, you have kids?
Yes.
Everybody have kids? I got two. You know, they know what's going on. And how many of y'all been married? How many? Two? Two out of how many women here?
Married.
So that'd be the biggest problem right there, no? That a lot of people have kids before they get married. A lot of people have kids, especially in low income areas. They have kids before they get married. I see a lot of baby showers and not a lot of weddings. Where are weddings at?
Oh my God.
I've been to 2 weddings. And
Yes.
like, those are my peoples too. I've been to a billion baby showers. And all I see on the billion. And all I see on social media is congratulations. And I'm looking like, what? And then when the child support come, I'm like, y'all didn't see this coming?
I don't know. We going to church up in here.
This is
Okay.
Bird.
Let me pass it for a little bit. Mike's on fire. Right?
Mike's on fire, baby.
Well, I'm gonna just say I'm gonna have to just hold on, slow down. Peace, brother.
Okay.
But that's situational because I am a single mother.
Okay.
My daughter's father is not on child support. He also doesn't live in this country, so it's more difficult for me to put him on child support, even if I wanted to. Now, you said there's a lot of baby showers, not a lot of weddings. But what if you were with the person for 8 years, knew them for 20 because they were your child's sweetheart, you were actually engaged and planning a wedding, and then you ended up pregnant. So it was on the right path. Marriage was in the deal. And then after the baby, you break up and you have to go through situations. So while I do agree with what you're saying, that there's a lot of baby showers, not enough weddings, things happen in between that. Because I was on my way to being a married woman when I found out that I was pregnant. And of course I'm going to keep my baby because I'm engaged. We're about to get married. But we never made it to the altar. So that's another issue right there that happens a lot.
Yeah, that's situational. You could all say that, right? So I could agree to that.
Well, yeah, but Birdie, yours is rare. It's rare. This is the first time I'm being honest that I've heard.
Most of the situations are people are not again.
Yeah, it's a lot of baby showers. You hit it. I'm
They spend
like,
so much on these baby
Women
showers.
and some women, I'm not gonna, some women, I gotta speak the right way. Some women, it's comfortable to get into these situations because they know that the government gonna take care of them.
Birdie, you trying to make these
Because they know the government gonna take care of them. Now let's go to Haiti. I'm Haitian. I didn't know, right? Ain't no child support in Haiti. What are you talking about? I didn't take care of my kids, and that's that. What you gonna do? They stay.
Yeah,
That's right.
They don't go nowhere.
That's right.
You go to the precinct back then, precinct beat you up, send you back to your husband. Like, what you doing? Boom, boom, boom. Back to your husband. What you doing? You asking for what? It's regular. But out here, they know what's going on. So they hold that against you. And then dudes move accordingly. Like, oh,
but it's
I don't want to get on support. But then he got a good job. It's click for him. Like, then you want to kick him out. This is what I'm saying. I got a kid with you. We break up. Now I'm out on the road. I gotta pay X amount on rent, X amount for my car insurance, X amount for everything, and then you want to put me on child support, and then expect me to be happy with you. How?
Can I say something?
I'ma live.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I'm in that category of the whole, being a single, I'm separated. I guess soon to be divorced, but we still have love for each other, great love for each other, super cordial. But I don't have my my twin's dad on child support because I feel like I'm gonna hit two areas because he made it his duty to say you don't have to. I'm gonna take care of your child, our children, and you're not gonna want for nothing. I could ask my child's father for anything, and he'll make sure he'll do it. We're not together. We're not in love. But it's just the respect. This was communicated from the door before the children came. We already communicated. Listen, we want these children, no matter what. We want to make sure that we stay on the right path and we stay cool and take care of these children. And to this day, yeah, we have a little break-ins here and there, but it's not disgusting and it's not disrespectful. Okay. It could be a little crazy. But it's not. But at the same time, we come back in because this is something that we discussed from the door, that we're going to make this work for our children. We didn't work, but that doesn't mean that we have to disrupt the children's lives and make them crazy and sad because their parents are not getting along. So right now, my kids, they don't even notice the shift, between our relationship. So no, I don't have him. I don't have him for child support, but he gave me his word that we're okay. We're good. And he did not say it. He's doing it. You understand? Is he 100% all the time? Yeah. Sometimes I have to bring him back, when he's still, because, sometimes when a woman have all of the responsibilities, I have to let him know, hello, you understand? I thank you for the money, but you have to come and see the kids, because I need a break as well. So that's the little hiccups in between. But I don't have him on child support, where on the other side I have my other child's father. I have an older son. We were on child support. Did I want it that way? No, I didn't. But it's something that happened. But time heals all wounds. We are in a decent place right now, and so is their relationship. You want to talk about
I want to know
why did you put him on it?
Why did I put him on it? Because I just felt that the communication wasn't as smooth as we never communicated. We were just pop, 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 going head to head. And I had to sit back and reflect and say, you know what? I'm going to let the chips fall where they lay. You understand? Whatever happens, happens. And, thank God it fell in my favor, but I'm not the type of person that want to fight things out. I like to communicate. So it just worked out with the twins' father and not with my oldest son. Want to speak?
No, he's going to say something.
So, about the child support, I believe in child support, not the system of child support and what was created for the fathers. A lot of women put men on child support because of anger issues or still being upset. A lot of that happens. Me being a single parent now and me having my children, I didn't put my kid's mom on child support because it's just something that I need to do. It's really more of my action about what I'm doing for the children opposed to going through court and want to deal with that whole aspect. My understanding is that whole system can destroy a person, especially if they're actually trying to do what they need to do for the kid. So you may not need to, you just got to work it out through each other and say, how can we benefit for the children before you just run the child support and say, hey, let's go gouge his checks. You don't know what the kid's father may just have like some basic job or something that doesn't make that much money, but he's gonna have to go through a whole bunch of things. So I believe in it, just not the system of it. It's just all about the two people supporting for their children and doing what's needs to be done.
I like that.
That's just what I believe.
I'm with my child's father, so we're there's no child support. However, I don't believe in child support. I would never do it. I'd rather just bust my ass for my kid. And I feel like when kids get older, they'll see who does what and what is the case. However, we have, thank you. However, there's somebody in the audience, the live audience, she shared a story. She said her child's father was on child support and he owed $30,000. He didn't have an ID or a passport, and he didn't give her the money. And then recently, she just canceled it. She was just like, forget it, you don't owe her the money or nothing. So
That's very big.
right, that was very big of her. She let it go. She said, just forget it.
That's very big.
So it's not only women who are bitter. She let it go. She was like, I don't care about the 30,000, just whatever. So that's another aspect. Not all women or all men are bitter and put their significant other or their child's parent, father, or mother on child support. So it's just different sides and how you feel about it.
Yeah, that was definitely a good topic, you know, because I know that a lot of men want to hear about that. And not only that, I think that it's very big of you to take care of your child and not say, listen, I need to be in these streets. Like, take this child. You know, I commend you, hands down, hands down, because it's, you know, normally it's a woman. Normally they say it's a woman.
I'm not taking discrediting you, but I don't want to say like it's not a big deal, but that's what he's supposed to do. When a guy does the wrong thing, that's
how I look at it.
I don't feel like you. I'm not gonna give you a round of applause because most of the guys don't do it. Oh, you graduated high school, I'm gonna buy you a car. That's what the fuck you're supposed to do. I'm not. Now, if you graduated at the top of your class, you did above and beyond. A guy taking care of his kids or doing what most are not doing. That don't make you spectacular.
No.
I
get that, but at the same time, it's rare. It's
because it's rare. That doesn't mean, what does that mean?
No, that's why it has to be noticed. And
No, I'm not saying you don't notice it, but to be like, oh my God, I don't think my brother takes care of his kids too. I don't feel like it's
And what
amazing.
reaction do people give when he does? They say, that's great. You understand? Because normally women have their children. It's by reports. They understand that women, when you lose your child from foster care,
he said he already did a lot of pussy for that.
Can I chime in? As
Yes.
an audience member?
The audience.
So basically, also too, people think child support is all about a financial thing. It's about bringing your kids to school.
Moral
It's
principle,
about,
yeah.
you know, packing lunches. It's about every other weekend. You know, it's about maybe just bringing to McDonald's 2 days a week.
Yes.
It's interaction.
McDonald's.
I just say McDonald's, Popeyes.
bringing them together.
But
Going to the park, doing something.
Something we
I saw a relationship with the children and dad lost because the mother couldn't accept those little things that the dad was doing. The just coming to bring the kids to school, the bringing to McDonald's, and the bringing them home and making sure they have uniforms and.
Can I chime in on that?
Yeah.
Why did you leave? You still need him around.
No, she's not talking about me. She said.
Not her particular. I'm just saying, if you still need him to do all these things, why did you leave?
No.
You should have just stuck around. What do you mean? You still need him to do this, pick you up. Welcome to being a single parent, my guy. Friends told you to go out. You think you was tough? You think you could do it? You thought you could do it on your own? I don't want to call me up. No. I'm busy. I'm doing this double.
No. It's called responsibility.
Doing this double.
It's called responsibility. It takes two parents to raise a child. It takes a village, they say, to raise a child. I didn't make that baby by myself. You didn't make that baby by yourself.
That's why you work through the pain.
Exactly.
That's why you work through the pain. That's why y'all work through the pain. Maybe there's some situation you can't work through, but there's a lot of them that I know they cut
Let's
out.
have a baby that will put you on child support.
Okay. I got two and I ain't on child support. You talking
We
about?
both
I do what I
have to share
got
the
to do.
burden of the child. Because if
Let's go to Haiti. Let's have this baby in Haiti.
I had my baby in Barbados, and guess where she's at? Right here with me.
That's a Commonwealth, no?
Like I said, though, it's about responsibility because, yes, there are some women who are bitter. Like myself, I work very hard to provide for my daughter. I don't even want money from my daughter's father. I would, if he was here in the States, I would want him to just be there because there's times that, like, you see I have a business that I'm starting on the side. When I'm out doing things like that and I'm working on my business, I don't want to always have to ask my mom to babysit her or her aunt, her sister. That's her father's job. That's literally the only other person in the world whose job it is to be with this girl is her father. Everybody else is a favor, really. And it don't matter how close they are to my family, it's like, that's still a favor. That's still me asking you to take time out of your life to do something for me and my child. When there's a whole person who I laid up with in a whole other country, being fast and fresh, who is actually half her DNA, who's supposed to be here to look after her too. So that's the catch right there. It's like, I don't want your money. I got money. She got everything she wants. She want an iPad, she got it. She want new kit, she got it. But I need you to be there because my daughter noticed at 6 years old who is there for her and who isn't. It's simple.
But I think you're misconstruing what he's saying because, but in that situation, he was like he's saying, don't leave. You knew when you leave Barbados that you're gonna be American. He can't watch the shit. That's a choice that you made. That's what he's saying. You made that choice, so you knew you're gonna be living having a father when you left Barbados. Even though the situation was crazy, but it doesn't. You still made that choice for yourself. You could have said, "I'm gonna buy another house and an apartment." So there could be a time you could have started your business in Barbados. You could have had a job. That's the choice you made. I'm not saying it's a wrong choice. I'm just saying that's what he's trying to say. You left that country. It's no matter wrong, right? But you can't say, "Oh, that's his." No, not that.
It's about support, and if you go where you have support for your children.
No, right. But he's in Barbados. He can't help, and you knew he support. You know what I'm saying? These are all those stuff you know. So that's what he's saying. I'm not saying I agree or disagree. I'm just saying I understand that's why you left.
Because it's your choice at the end of the day.
So now you can't like to him. You wasn't there. You knew I was going to be here.
But everybody's situation is different because you see how you feel.
Right. They don't see each other. Like,
Right. But you see,
Right, that's crazy. That's crazy.
best friend and follow sideways. Just like I don't walk to your house and you're not coming to see your kid. Like what?
Right.
yeah, but you see how you feel.
It's a lot more than that, like a long distance.
Exactly.
But you see how she feels about just wanting just to have the presence. I feel like I don't want the presents. Fuck that. I'm being really honest. I don't feel that I have to hustle and bustle on my own. Fuck that. You stay there, and I'm going to stay here. When that child gets a little older, I don't have any problems with them looking for their father. I'm not going to dog you out because I went through that a little with my oldest child. You understand? He was not there, and I didn't force him to be there. I didn't, and I have receipts. I never said, "Oh, your father's a dog. He's a deadbeat." I just let it go. And when we were driving one day, we bumped into him on the street. I said, "There's your daddy, right there. Go say hi." And he did, and they're like this right now. I never. But at the same time, I felt like I'm doing all of this. You need to want to see your child. Get to fucking America, okay? Get to where you need to be to see your child. I'm not going to chase you down. I'm not going to chase you down. I'm not going to do that. You know? But I do need the support. I want support. I need support.
My hook, crook, or sink.
Exactly.
Okay, thanks for the child support.